Bimbo, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Bimbo, how do you think the game audio is? Is it too loud? Should I turn it down? I turned it a little bit higher than I usually do. So I'm just curious. James Jimmy, happy Halloween. Welcome to the stream. Have you in a headphone, but I think it's good. Okay. Giari, welcome. As is customary, I'll probably eat while we're going. What are we? Okay, so episode 4, right? Yeah. I know you're not a fan of jams, but I'm all about the jam. What's up, Prophets? Oh, right. We could watch the intro movie. I forgot there's an intro movie. Raspberry's a very good choice. That's my pick too. So who was that? Because that silhouette doesn't look like anybody that's established. That's a candy corn, Roppets. Okay, so he's studying the case, like he's sitting like in his computer. Terry Falls, kidnapping, murder, sentence, death penalty. Falls met and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Okay, right. On Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. So Dahlia Hawthorne is the other chick. It was a whole year before me and Naya. A whole year before. So we met with Dahlia Hawthorne, or Mia meets with Dahlia Hawthorne a year before this. Hey man, what's up? Just wanted to pop in and say have a good night stream. Gotta watch the Dodgers hopefully win tonight. Alright, I hope they do. He be locked in? Yeah, he be locked in, alright. What's up, Aquater? Nishlef, how are you? Welcome to the stream. It is Waste with Tourney Wednesdays right now. Triton, how are you doing? I'll probably only join for AA streams for the time being. I'm trying to step away from Master Duel. Oh, really? Well, I hope you're okay, Triton. Regardless, I'm happy to have you here on Variety Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. I'm sure everybody has their reasons for wanting to stay away from Master Duel, that's for sure. Ugh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. Whoa. Ugh. Good morning? Don't be so jumpy, Mia. Oh man, oh wait, hold up. Oh man, now I have to give a voice to a death row inmate? I wasn't feeling great. I felt compelled to play and it was causing unnecessary stress. Today's exactly 1 week. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Sometimes it's important to take a step back from things that are our hobbies. If we find that they're just causing more stress than they're causing enjoyment, then it's important to be able to take a step back. And then you come in and you come back better than ever. That's good, Triton. Okay. I like how they literally have this guy on a freaking ball and chain, dude. Like, it looks like an Acme villain. All right, so I wonder, I didn't do nothing. I swear I ain't kill nobody. Let's see. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I swear I didn't kill nobody. Is that good enough? I don't know. Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. Yes, this is a Hello Kitty Cafe shirt. I'm surprised you noticed. So why did you escape anyway? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere. But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Sorry. I told a little lie. Oh boy. I go to mine all the time. It's in the area. It comes around every spring here in Virginia. Oh wow. I think it comes around like every July over here. But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? Alright, I'm really sorry. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it, I didn't kill her. I could never do that. Damn. I kind of want to believe him. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. So that much is true. He did meet with the victim, but I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true. I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. That's... There's no way. Right? There's no way. No. There's no shot. Oh my god, you guys weren't kidding when you said he was hot. But that can't be Godot, though. And if it is, now I'm even more curious why he was wearing the visor in the previous case. You know, what's the story? What happened, right? Like, did he lose his eyesight? Or what? Did he get shot? Or is he actually hiding his identity like some kind of freaking Batman? I wonder if he would sound the same, because this is like 8 years ago, right? I think this is like 8 years ago. No, actually, it's not 8 years ago. This is a year before... A year before she met Phoenix. This was like 5 years ago? Not going to figure out the truth by just staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how a little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. Oh my god. He called her a kitten? Chat, you don't understand. That's like a cheat code. Okay? You call me a kitten, I'm like putty. Oh, that's so good. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. What the heck? Why is he being so suave? Okay. Where is Mr. Grossberg? Huh. That old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Armando? Armando? What? Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando. Wait, so it's not Godot? But the vest! Diego Armando. Godot. Oh, okay. All right. What's up, Postnut? How are you doing? I didn't say. So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me. No. You got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. Oh my god. This is gonna get me flustered. Hold up, I'm gonna need my fan for this. What the heck? I'm surprised. I think I'm glad they're not playing his theme song. Because if they were playing like Godot's theme song, it'd be too obvious, right? After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine an escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though. Huh. Relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Is the prosecutor gonna be Edgeworth? No. Edgeworth wouldn't have his law degree by now. This is a year before she met Phoenix. Phoenix was like 20? Really? However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned a reputation as a genius since the beginning of his law career. Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. It's go time! It's Diego time! A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. D-time? Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Okay. Alright, I see you. Hopefully the judge is still the same. Wait, is that what he looked like in the prologue case? Godot only likes femboys and Ron? Wait, when did we get confirmation of that? The Canadian one? Wait, why do we have a Canadian judge? Huh? No, I don't remember. A quote? What do you mean you'll get a quote? Well, I think I'm just gonna give him the same voice I gave the old judge, though. I like the judge voice. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh my god, he looks so young and hot. Wow, they did a good job at making him look younger. Like he actually, he's got baby face. Why do you associate youth with hotness? Doesn't everybody? That's the wish of everybody, post-nut. No, he definitely loses some hotness as he gets older. Like, I don't think Edgeworth in Ace Attorney 2 was as hot as Edgeworth in Ace Attorney 1. Like, AA1 Edgeworth was the hottest. He got less edgy. Yeah, exactly. I like them edgy. Okay, so I have to make him sound like a young Edgeworth? But older Edgeworth, I would try to do like a Snape voice. So I would do like, Mr. Potter, turn to page 394. Or something like that, right? It was very soft-spoken. Kind of like deep and soft-spoken. I am not giving him an Oliver Twist voice. That would be so disturbing. Okay, I finished my food. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers. Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So you're the new prosecutor everyone's talking about, eh? Oh, right. He was Canadian. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age, eh? At 20, Your Honor. I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Come on, Mia, you can't lose. Not to someone younger than you. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Oh, excuse me. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day that defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death? You got it, kitten. Nah, Kupo, that's not creepy. I'm a sucker for that. I'm literally a sucker for that. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. Yes. No, that was too much. Postna, you know what I'm about. Don't act surprised. Okay, but it's not a random guy. It's like her mentor. That's hot. You don't want a mentor that calls you kitten? That shit is insane. Pre-nut Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. No. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime, if I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness testimony. A witness testimony? The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away. That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be... Exactly. The victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Aha, I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind: to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha, the truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes, yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Objection! Well, wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice, or that tone of voice. Wait, that's the... What's his name again? That's Von Karma! That's the Von Karma finger wag! Cause he just graduated from the Von Karma school for how to be a good lawyer and be good at other stuff too. It would be the Von Karma school for kids who want to do good law and be good at other things too. I know, tone policing is such like a mansplaining thing to do, isn't it? Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why you? You're even younger than me, you hypocrite. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I called the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Oh, okay. We got Gumshoe in the building. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of this case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Yo, wait. Okay, why is Ace Attorney 3 making Gumshoe into such a hornball? Like, I feel like in Ace Attorney 1 and 2, we like hardly ever saw Gumshoe flirt. And now in Ace Attorney 3, it's like all he does. Any woman in front of him, he just flirts with her. I'm not saying he's wrong, I'm just surprised. Age 20, age 26. We don't have a profile for Mia? Diego Armando, age 27. Valerie Hawthorne, age 23. Terry Falls, age 25. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you ever want to not be convicted of a murder, don't tattoo your face. I feel like if you have a face tattoo, you're like 10 times more likely to get convicted. Excuse me? No, seriously. My heart. It's aching for you. My heart is aching for you? Okay, Gumshoe, that's not very skibbity of you. That was like zero game, dude. That was zero game. Two out of 10? You're being generous, Lucas. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Damn. You should have tried being young and calling her kitten. Yeah! That would have worked so much better, Postnut. Ugh. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. You like these games, Ed? Yeah, they've been so much fun. We've been playing through them for like half a year now, working our way through Ed's Ace Attorney 1, 2, and 3. And now we're on case 3, 4. So finally kind of nearing the conclusion. I basically play them once a week. So like every week I have one day dedicated to Ace Attorney. Yes, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran of the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. Okay. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a checkpoint. He was trying to make his getaway, sir. Swain, yo, thank you for the resub. Appreciate that, Swain. Thank you very much. 13 months, let's go. Unlucky number, but very fitting to be at 13 months, the day before Halloween. Or on Halloween, depending on what part of the world you live in. And also, Bimbo, that is not true. I play this game every week, okay? I just had traveling and I was building a new PC during the month of October, so I had to take like 2 weeks off. But aside from that, I have been pretty darn good about getting this done weekly. Dusky Bridge map. Bridge located 40 feet above Eagle River. Okay. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. Rory's objecting that comment? Yes, absolutely. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor. If you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Oh my god, I love that they're making him look like he's just greener, you know? With the finger wag copying his teacher. Like, that's such a good touch. That's such a good touch. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Hey, Mia, that's the same hand thing I do. I do that all the time. Ah, that's pretty cool. Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake, this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready. Wait, he's a tea drinker? No. No, that can't, then it's not Godot. You don't go from being a tea drinker to a coffee drinker, okay? Your drink of choice is a lifelong commitment. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet Sergeant Hawthorne. Went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. What if he was traumatized? I guess that's possible. I've heard of the Boston Tea Party. Okay, what? Also, why does tea drinker sound like a slur? 17 cups of tea per court case. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set at the base of the mountain. I stopped drinking tea after I learned about British people. What kind of a reason is that? What? Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yo, this Canadian judge is so impatient. For being Canadian, he's not very nice. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Coming right up. Hey. Settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. Wait! Is he a tea drinker or is he a coffee drinker? Huh? Is he alternating? You can't do that. When you lock in at a location with your beverage, with your bev, you don't switch bevs. Like, that's your bev. The only thing you're allowed to switch is you're allowed to have water. So water's fine. Because water, it's like color theory. Water is like black and white. It's technically only counts as half a color. But tea or coffee, that is a full color. Okay? You can't go around changing whether you're drinking tea or coffee willy-nilly. Once you have locked in one, that's what you are drinking. What's up, Cold? What's everyone doing for Halloween and Dia de los Muertos? I don't celebrate Dia de los Muertos, but it is a day I really like. I wonder if a certain somebody is celebrating that day. I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here. Mate reigns supreme. Okay, mate is very good. But mate isn't like, I feel like, to me, like, mate is like, because when I drink mate, I have it like in like that little container, like the Argentinian thing, and like that, to me, I always see it as more of like a social thing. It's because it's not really like, I don't know, to me, like, mate is less of a drink. And it's more of like it's like, I would compare mate to an espresso, not a coffee. Does that make sense? It's sort of like hookah, but it's not smoking though. Like, you're drinking something. But sure, like, similar premise, yeah. Like, I don't sit down, I wouldn't, like, as much as I love mate, I wouldn't sit at my desk and, like, do that. I would sit at my desk and have, like, a coffee here, and I would just take a sip every once in a while. You know what I mean? The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, all right. Especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner here. Huh. You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out. Show them what you got, kitten. God damn, dude. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all night watching. Court procedure videos? Summary of the incident. Okay. Hold it! Oh my god, I love her. Hold it. This unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls. What? The defendant called her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. A note? Yeah, a top secret memo that she left in her desk. Oh, great. Confidential police materials written by the victim. Can we read it? According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me? Huh. Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Hey, don't make that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to. Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. You see? I told you he has a cute face. He's so much younger. Bridge up in the mountains? But why there? Because it is a very important place to the defendant, that's why. What do you mean by that? If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped the young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. He's exactly 20, Bimba. And the place where all this occurred is, of course, Dusk Bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls. Huh. Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. And that's where... Oh. Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say don't move. We got you surrounded. I bet you, okay, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a detective, like if I was actually a police officer, I would totally be this way. I would totally get excited over getting to use one of the lines from the TV shows. Like, If I was a police officer, the first time I ever got to say, "Don't move, we got you surrounded," I would be giggling. I would be like, "Oh, yay, we did it." Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that? The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? Huh. If that's what happened, she wouldn't have been killed. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier. Maybe she'd still be alive. I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anybody. Criminal stuffed her body in a car trunk, tried to make a getaway. Everyone needs a Diego in their life, true? Mr. Falls had a car then? Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves. Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. Damn. Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there. Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable. That doesn't look too comfortable. I laugh, but of course, I literally had the same reaction. The victim. She was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back. She was a woman! What the heck? We're talking about a woman here? You can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you? Anyway, wait, can we look at the photo, like, closely? Anything strange? The trunk lock is broken? Which isn't, like, the weirdest thing. Except for the fact that, like, if you already stole the car, you could just pop open the trunk, right? Wouldn't it just have, like, a button at the dash to just, like, pop open the trunk? You wouldn't really have to, like, break it open. It's not the weirdest detail, though, because if the car was stolen, you can imagine there was some sort of altercation involving the theft, and, like, a broken lock wouldn't really stand out too much. As far as, like, any details on her person that stand out, not really. And she's definitely got an old, I mean, this is definitely a 2000s haircut. No woman would have this haircut in the 2020s, that's for sure. But it's fine, this is an old game. People don't go around getting Karen haircuts these days, you know what I'm saying? And other than that, I mean, there's no blood. That's for sure. You'd think if there was a knife lodged nice and firm into your back, it would be a little bit messier, right? I guess those are the two things that stick out to me, is like, she's suspiciously clean for someone who just got stabbed, and also the broken hinge. What did the defendant have to say about this photo? What he always says, ma'am? I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. That's all he says. Nothing. I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car. You guys know that song Airplanes by by Bruno Mars and Hayley Williams? So, it's a really funny song. We don't listen to music? Okay, fair enough. Wait, yeah, wait. Yeah, Airplanes, right? Yeah, Airplane. No. It's called Airplanes, right? Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? It's called Airplanes, right? That's the name of the song? So I could use a wish right now. Yeah. Wait, is it called I Could Use a Wish right now? No, I think it's called Airplanes. I'm pretty sure it's called Airplanes. But anyway, that's the song, right? So in that song, no, it's B.O.B. and Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars, B.O.B. and no, it's Bruno Mars, B.O.B. and Hayley Williams. Wait, Hayley Williams, right? That's what I'm saying. It's all three of them, yeah. B.O.B., Bruno Mars, and Hayley Williams. So in this song, I'm pretty sure Bruno Mars is in there. Hold up. All right, let's look this up. Let's look this up. Hold up. Airplanes, song by B.O.B. It just says, oh, featured. Oh, it is just B.O.B. and Hayley Williams. Oh. Okay. Maybe I am overlapping. Wait, so then am I even thinking of the right song? Nah, you know what? I'm thinking of a different song altogether. Nothing But You, babe. I think that's the song I was thinking of. It's the Bruno Mars one. Nothing on You. Yeah, Nothing on You. Okay. So that's the song I was thinking of. Okay. Nothing on You. So whenever people say nothing, I always get reminded of that song. Nothing on You. Nothing on you, but they got nothing on you. Nothing on you. Do you get it? Okay, Rourke, I see you. I see you too, Asparagus. Hey Molly, how are you doing? I'm glad you took the time to explain that. Well, I don't want to explain it. I'm hoping that you get it. Because when I would listen to that song when I was younger, it would crack me up. Because B.O.B. was literally just saying nothing on you. And I was like, why is he going around nutting on people? Anyway. Just this exchange reminds me of that song, okay? Alright. Should explain. No, thank you. No, thank you, Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing. It's just what he always says, Your Honor. And then he always says, sorry, I told a little lie. Or something like that. Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested. Not him chomping on that thing. It's his ball and chain. They literally gave him a ball and chain, Asparagus. That's like comically evil. Precisely. That certainly is some impressive police work. Well, no, actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run. What do you mean it was too close for comfort? The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m. And it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint. That was kind of close. Any later, Mr. Falls could have slipped right by. Is it just me, or is that way too convenient? Like, hello? Yeah, let's just randomly set up a police checkpoint 30 minutes after... I mean, okay, wait, actually, it's not that convenient. Because he was a convict on death row who escaped. So you gotta figure they probably set up a bunch of police checkpoints throughout the city. I guess it's not that outlandish. Listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony. A trap? Walk into it carelessly. It'll leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh? No, it's not! Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you better get some more information. And if you're going to get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. You can always look for contradictions afterwards. The ever-famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find some of those. I have a feeling Edgeworth would really like Bloodborne. Me too. Me too. I wonder if Diego had a deal with Von Karma? Probably. Probably. Okay, so we have to find the contradiction. All we have going for us is this photo. We have bridge located 40 feet above Eagle River. And they gave us a ruler too. So if we pick up like this field center, this distance is like 5 yards. Which means that the bridge the entire bridge was like just under 20 yards. I did have a tape measure around here, but I think I might have misplaced it because I did a remote duel regional on Sunday. And when I do a remote duel regional, I take all the crap that's on my desk, I push it to the floor, and then I put my cards on top of it. Because I'm messy like that. And then the autopsy, which is stabbed with a knife in the back. Died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. Proof of my profession. It's brand new and sparkles in the light. On the day of the incident, unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. That's where she was brutally murdered. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Okay! That's what I'm saying, bro. This is not the photo of a woman who was brutally murdered. It's just not. That's gonna be my first objection. Objection! Oh, the music didn't stop. Shit. This evidence establishes that the defendant is lying, right? That doesn't sound very confident. Don't ask me to confirm your facts. Sorry, this is my first time handling a case. Well, let's make it a memorable occasion. With a penalty. Oh, crap. And here I thought he would go easy on me because I'm new. Damn, alright. That's where she was brutally murdered. Criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you? Okay, maybe I should object here? Oh! Died from blood loss, she's not bleeding. This is it. Objection! What? Wait, that was a double penalty? You can die to internal blood loss, I guess, but I mean, she got stabbed in the back. According to Gumshoe, she literally has a knife lodged in her back. Like, that's kind of messy. Oh, you could read the note. Falls 4:30, that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Okay, I'm a little stuck now. Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within an hour of the murder. It was great. How did they find out about the crime so quickly? She never mentioned the phone call, but she left a note on her desk about it. Yeah, the fact that she didn't mention the phone call is definitely weird, but not really relevant to this testimony. Hey, Wartrons, ¿cómo estás? Criminal stuffed her body into his car, tried to make a getaway. Batallando contra mi PC, pero bien. ¿Cómo así? ¿Y tú? I'm good. I'm good. Estoy bien. A bridge up in the mountains, but why meet there? Because it's a very important place to the defendant. Okay. Yeah. Poner PC en la lavadora. Mr. Falls was arrested. Certainly some impressive police work. Well, no, actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run. What do you mean it was too close for comfort? The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30. There's a big trap. Maybe I should go back on the trap. You know how like when I pressed details for the first testimony, I got trapped? Maybe I should press that testimony again, now that I've already been trapped before. This unknown person, you have no idea who it might be. Afraid not. Called Sergeant Hawthorne. I don't think that was a trap. Because, like, this seems like the victim's note here that mentions Dahlia seems like a pretty important piece of evidence, right? It's like, I feel like this is something we should know. You know? Maybe there's a clue here. Key witness in the case against Falls 5 years ago. Escaped from custody 2 days ago. No. What the hell do I go for here? What's up, Prince Grummery? Stabbed with a knife in the back. Should I present the autopsy report? But it's like, that's actually, like, when I think about it, that's such a minor detail, right? What difference does it make if she doesn't look like she was brutally murdered if she still was murdered, right? You know, like, is it really worth arguing the semantics of the word brutality? Yo, this case is hard. I feel like the last case I was breezing through it, and right away the first testimony and I'm already stumped. And it's the first testimony. We have like 2 pieces of evidence. This shouldn't be so hard. Would this game show brutality? They would show blood. Like, they would at least show like a pool of blood. Cause we've seen blood stains before, so they would at least show blood stains. I'm overthinking a bit. Maybe I am, but I don't know what. I don't know. Like, even if I'm overthinking, I don't know how I'm overthinking. No, I already listened to that. This is probably like the fishiest part, because he says like, here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you? Anyway. I don't know. Falls was arrested at the checkpoint. All right, I'll take a hint at this point. I'm stuck. The note says... Falls, 4:30 at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identify... Okay. Witness! What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye? I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. This is the first time I've had to actually address somebody like that. Thank you, Solid Texture. You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say it there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee? Can't. Okay, Diego, you're taking a minus. That's a minus on your Riz right there. The heck is a coffee candy? No. Candy? Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Bro, I've been drinking coffee since I was 3. Hello? Ugh, come on, Mia, shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective! Yes, ma'am. This photo. You said there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Black coffee ain't real. Well, then what is real coffee, Crystal? Well, then I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note? It very clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. Thus, this special request. I have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there? You should have looked for it. The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you are searching so desperately for. Is it this one, perhaps? That's not white! Where did you find that, sir? On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation. Yo, Stuffin, thank you for the Prime sub. 3 months. Thank you very much, Stuffin. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining us on Ace Attorney Wednesdays. Well, why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. Pretty sure that's against the law. It's the safest place I know. That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly white, as the caller requested. But as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mountain that day. Prosecutor Edgeworth. He was intentionally hiding that scarf the entire time. So one thing about this case that like I'm noticing, and I think it's like a very good attention to detail, like just really good storytelling. Edgeworth is being a lot more underhanded than he was during the cases versus Phoenix, which once again makes sense because he's freshly off the back of learning law from Von Karma. So right now he's gonna be the most like Von Karma, and he's going to be practicing a lot of those underhanded tactics that Von Karma would have taught him. Whereas I feel like later on, Edgeworth starts to come to his like grow into himself as a prosecutor. You know? Thank you, I appreciate that, Oni. How are you doing? The court will accept the scarf into evidence. Worn by the victim at the time of the incident. Found on Dusky Bridge. Oy. Dude. Yeah. He's very Von Karma down to the exact mannerisms. Exactly. Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with even the way he crosses his arms. That's very Von Karma. I'd like to move on with the testimony. Is that all right with you? Wait, that is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Faye? Boy, I would like to wrap this scarf around that smarmy little neck. Very good. Now if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively, with hard evidence, that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on the bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there. That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it. Ugh, everything is moving at his whim. Don't forget, kitten. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius. A genius, huh? Wait! When we first meet Edgeworth in Ace Attorney 1, isn't it stated that he doesn't lose a case? Like the first time that he lost a case was versus Phoenix? Wouldn't that imply that he won this case? So Mia loses? I don't remember. I know Von Karma. I know when Phoenix faces off against Von Karma. No, not Von. I think actually, yes, it is Von Karma. When he faces Von Karma, it's he breaks Von Karma's perfect record. But I don't remember if Edgeworth had a perfect record. I want to say he did, though. Actually, there's a reason the eyewitness who was there when the incident, the eyewitness was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the victim wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day, unfortunately. It was a little hard to see what's going on. But anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. What? That must have been when the scarf fell off. Huh? That testimony sounds hella fishy. Looking at this photo. Yeah, you're telling me he bum rushed her? And then stabbed her in the back? While his arms are still chained up? And then the scarf fell, but it didn't fall in the river and wash down shore. It just neatly fell on the floor. Seems kind of fishy. It's about a 40-foot drop from the bridge of the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Let's just say it was a well-intentioned third party. Aha! A potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. Are you able to make that choice? Could you just say, like, I don't wanna. I know I'm a witness at this murder trial, but I don't wanna. Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to opt out of being a witness? I'm not sure how I feel about that. Seems to have been taken by the witness. You are? Okay. So as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. Not again. That's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean, Hey. That's not supposed to be there. Hey. There we go. Events on Dusky Bridge. They can be made to testify with a subpoena. Okay. Who is this eyewitness? She's a college student. A female college student? That's right. Meaning she's female and the college student, ma'am. She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her. Who could that be? Could it be Dahlia? Maybe so, but as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her. For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statements. That is all. What is that supposed to mean? The prosecution has other, more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student. That feels sexist. That feels sexist, right? Is it just me? I feel like throwing the word female in there feels like hella sexist. Because you could have just said the vague testimony of a college student. Young Edgeworth would call women females? Oh shit, that's insane. Oh my god. A female college student, eh? What? Oh, yeah, we get it. She's a college student. She's female. We get it. Like, it means she's female and the college students. If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why. Ugh. Please tell us about the more decisive evidence in question. Accidentally taken? That's OD. Imagine accidentally taking a photo of a scene of a crime. The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, all right. So, about the witness who took this photo, what was this person doing all the way in the mountains? She was taking photos of wildflowers, apparently. There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there. Spirits? Now that you mention it, in this photo, this cloudy fog-like thing, is it a ghost? I don't believe it. No, Your Honor. I don't think it's a ghost. Bro, you know it's bad when Gumshoes is judging you. What's up, ladies? Drizzling, huh? Drizzling, huh? That's right. There was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood in this courtroom, am I right? Psst. He did not just say that, dude. That. It looks like a cold front just moved in. Okay, come on. That one was clever. Come on. That one is clever. That one is clever. Looks like a cold front just moved in. You get it? Because everyone's being cold. It's like the weather. But he's not a meteorologist, he's a detective. That's what makes it funny. Oh man. This game's a riot, dude. In any case, the point is that the area was quite damp. There was even some fog. I even slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something. Explaining the joke makes it even funnier. It does, it does. I love explaining the joke. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. He pushed the victim hard in the back. He was in front of her. And she fell down on her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was a real brutal. What does brutal mean? I've never seen that word before. Wait, brutal? Like B-R-U-T-A-L? And he's saying brutal? It was really brutal. Is that what's going on here? Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed? Or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian. Oh, I wish I was better at doing a Canadian accent. But the problem is, like, all the Canadians I've met don't have accents. Like, I have a lot of Canadian friends and none of them sound Canadian. So I don't actually know. A boot? Yeah, they say a boot, right? A boot. Ha. Save your nasty look for the right person. Huh? Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself. Okay. Yo, Diego, you're trying way too hard right now. Hey, watch where you spill your coffee. The court record, huh? Yeah, ask Cyber to say brutal. So, in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh? That's what the witness said. Well, it looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. But from what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am. The area was wet from rain. The bridge was probably wet too. Which would explain why the scarf was covered in mud. There's something about this testimony that's still bothering me. Talk about surprise. I had no idea there was a photo. So what do I do? You really still believe him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean? Of course I do. So the little kitten believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer's obvious. If what you believe is the truth, then that means that somewhere, hidden in that testimony, is a contradiction. One huge contradiction, waiting to be discovered. That's your chance. Okay. It's not very helpful, but sure. Eyewitness who was there when the evidence took place. Accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the victim wearing the scarf. It was drizzling that day. A little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Objection? Oh no. Yo, I'm taking some heavy penalties here, dude. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Oh, actually, hold up. Can I turn that on? Nice. I don't know if this affects my lighting. Hold up. No, it doesn't actually. Oh, actually, you can see it a little bit. I got a monitor lamp. Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. Remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal. Save your nasty look for the right person. Take a look, poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself. What court record? Shoved the victim down from behind, stabbed her in the back. Cordell Twitch, thank you for the follow. It must have been when the scarf fell off. Found on Dusky Bridge. Dusky Bridge map. I don't know if this is relevant to this particular testimony, but one question that I have is about the broken bridge. Yeah, Lucas. That's what I was gonna say. But I'm not sure how to frame that. Drizzling. That's right. There was light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. The point is, the area was quite damp. There was even some fog. I slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. I still just find that statement so weird when they're clearly facing each other. He could not have pushed her from the back. Not in such a close quarter. Yo, this case is a lot harder than the previous one. I'll tell you that. I was on a roll with the last case. I feel like I was getting everything right on like the first try. It's like getting really overconfident. Right now, I'm humbled. Must have been when the scarf fell off. Is that important? Is the scarf falling off important? Found on Dusky Bridge. Criminal shoved the victim down from behind, stabbed her in the back. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. I don't know if we can really bring up Dahlia yet. Okay, funny thing about me go river. Well, I guess in that photo, she's also wearing a hat, and then here she doesn't have a hat on. But we already did like articles of clothing in the previous testimony. So I don't think it'd be that. And also there's no mention of a hat this time, whereas like before there was like textual, like actual text that mentioned the scarf. So I don't think it's that. Let's see what this says again. Who's this eyewitness? College student. Oh, right. This is the female college student thing. I don't know. I am once again stuck. Eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. Shows the Vic wearing the scarf. me see this one again. Tim is wearing a scarf in that photo. What's she doing at the mountains? Taking photos of wildflowers. Yo, I just realized that has to be Dahlia. Because a dahlia is a flower. Oh shit, that scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, I bet I did.
Morgoth! Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Morgoth. You scared the hell out of me. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know. There's many usual types of flowers on the mountain. People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there. Spirits, fog, no, nothing. Drizzling, huh? That's right, there was a light rain coming down, whole place was dreary, not as dreary. Yeah. The area was quite damp, there was even some fog. I'm gonna try something. Damn it. I thought maybe the earlier picture there wasn't any rain. And now in that picture there was rain, so I thought, I don't know. Why is this case so hard? That must have been when the scarf fell off. No, I'm not gonna Google it. Oh, if anyone has a hint, I'll take it. But what the heck, man? I'm just wondering why it's so hard. Such a bump in difficulty, like it's the same game. 5 minutes? I've been stuck on this for like 10 minutes. Asparagus, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. You've entered the end game. This is the entire trilogy beginning to come together. I guess so. But it's still a remarkable step up in difficulty from like not even the previous game, just the previous case. I don't even think the case with Gaunt was this hard. There's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. It couldn't have been the hat, right? There's no way it was the hat. Oh my god, Morgoth, stop! Jesus Christ. Holy crap, Morgoth, you're scaring the crap out of me, man. You are way too evil with that one. What the heck, man? The map doesn't have anything. Something wrong with the trunk photo? I used the trunk photo before. I used the trunk photo. Look, I did this already. I presented the trunk photo. See? I already tried the trunk photo. What is wrong with this photo? Not like... Have I presented the map over the photo for kicks and giggles? I mean, I guess I could try that. Oh, the buttons don't line up? Here she has 2 buttons, and then here, and then 2 buttons below her belt. Whereas here she has 4 buttons above her belt. Okay, that's what I'm saying, Bimbo. I tried that already. I know that. I tried that. It was drizzling that day. Like, I literally tried this already. It didn't work. That was like the first thing I tried. Was the way she looks inside the trunk, the fact that there's no rain in the trunk. Oh, what the heck was that? The scarf statement? But why? Like, what does that have to do with this statement? I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, and fog 2, generally soggy atmosphere. Okay, that was pretty cool. We'll have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere. This is a photo of the victim's body. Why do I have to present the photo on the scarf statement? Why was it incorrect when I presented it on the statement that says that it was a rainy day? Hello? No, that's just dumb. Come on. That's dumb. That's dumb. I presented it on the statement that says it's a rainy day. Of course, I'm trying to make the argument that she's not wet. Nothing in that photo is wet. She's not wet. The car's not wet. There's no blood. Nothing about that photo is wet. No. That's dumb. Like that's actually dumb. That's actually dumb. You can't argue that makes any sense. Definitely, I'm dropping a big thumbs down on the Steam review. Okay? 1 out of 10, not enough water. Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. I guess let's go with her outfit. I'm not chillaxed because this is getting really frustrating. Naturally, the answer is right here. The victim's coat. As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it. That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the day of the bridge? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky Bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud. Yeah, I literally already said that. That's exactly right. That's what I'm saying. The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If your honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, your glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet, but not muddy. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? The surface of the bridge, huh? Ha! A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this. What is with all this sexism in this case, man? Neither would a real woman. Of course I can. Huh? Here is the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. The evidence is this scarf. Ah, it should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means the bridge was obviously covered in mud. No, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo. Hey, bimbo, it's you. You made a cameo. Let's go. Hey, shame to you too, buddy. Miss Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we? Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here. Huh. You're doing pretty well for a little kitten. Bro! Okay, you know what? I take it back, man. Diego, you are ruining the kitten thing. Okay? Nah. You are not playing your cards right. You are fumbling. That's what you're doing. Mr. Armando. No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated that she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? No, but it wasn't weird before, Kupo, okay? Until he got all misogynistic about it, it was not weird. It was the misogyny that made it weird, okay? The false evidence. It's one of those three. Well, it wasn't weird at first, that's for sure. What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over there that said it. This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into the court. Oh, okay. So this is the Von Karma method. Nah, man, you guys don't have your third eye open, okay? You don't know how insane it feels to be called kitten by somebody who's not a misogynist. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam that it is. Yes. The false evidence in this case is... I think it's the body in the trunk. If the victim really did try to repel the killer, and if she did fall down on the bridge, then you would expect her coat to be dirty. Therefore, the body that was found in the trunk of the car, it was not the body of Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do we have to say to that, Mr. Edgeworth? Objection. Not only a whisper, but he mixed in a sigh, too. Valerie Hawthorne was more than a simple meter maid. She was a sergeant. There's absolutely no chance that a mistake about her identity could be made. Ugh, I guess he's right. From this point on, Miss Faye, don't do it, maid. Don't cry until you get home. Yo, we have all been there. Don't cry until you get home hits hard. In any case, this court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence. Okay, so I get a second chance. About the photo that the prosecution claims was taken by a witness. It certainly seems to show a man in a prison uniform and a woman in a coat. However, we can't tell any more than that from the photo. Are you saying the people in the photo may not be the victim and the defendant? Well, that's certainly a possibility. So perhaps it was another prisoner and policewoman? I admit people have their quirks. Perhaps they were part of a role-playing group? Well, I suppose that's also possible, like... Oh, crap. Dude, I am fumbling this case so bad. Oh my god. What is wrong with me today, man? Alright, honestly, after I answered the last one, I realized my mistake. And like, I should have never made the mistake in the first place because the entire premise of this testimony was the fact that we were getting testimony from somebody who's not here. And Mia literally says, I want to speak to the actual witness. So it's like, obviously, the correct answer is the witness testimony, because that pushes the narrative forward in the direction where we will get to cross-examine the real witness. Like, why did I not just pick this sooner? I don't know, man. It is a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That is true. It's not just true. It's the truth. If there was truly a decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place. Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time. What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Oh my god, I feel like I have to sneeze. Dude, you know when you have to sneeze and it won't come out? It's like the worst feeling. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her own very eyes. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Witness, what is your name and occupation? It's her. I told you it was her. I told you it was her because the previous testimony mentioned wildflowers. Everyone is so silent, I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes. Huh? First of all, the word scrumptious? And what the heck is a double-double? I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite? Huh? Hey, not so fast. As I said before, can we cancel this judge? This witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you could learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. Sir? Yes, my dear. This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. What's up, Wicked Pone? I feel like Mia cleaned up the entire legal system after this case. Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you were the one who took this photo? Is that accurate? How can you be so mean? Now see here, what are you doing shoving that in her face like that? Imagine your last name being Foster? You mean like Jodie Foster? It's a common last name. What do you mean, who is that? She's an Oscar-winning actress. Played like second lead in my favorite movie. My second favorite movie. Maybe my first favorite movie. It depends on when you ask me. Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Yes, she owns Foster's Home from Imaginary Friends. Jodie Foster! She played Clarice in Silence of the Lambs. Come on, you have to watch Silence of the Lambs. That movie's insane. I love that movie, dude. Oh, it's so good. Next, I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this has taken. Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Faye. I see. So you are... Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. I'm organizing my Tenpai cards. Because, you know, I love Tenpai so much. What's like a bomb hand? A bomb hand is like Perilia, Pydra, Chandra. No, Chandra, Pydra. For like summoning Raigeki harpies. That's like a broken hand. Yeah, I have dimension shifters, but honestly, I'm about to take them out from my deck. I really don't like dimension shifter in Tenpai. I'm gonna be real. I think this card is getting really bad. I feel like meta decks these days all have built-in ways of dealing with it. So it's like if you -1 yourself, but they still make like a half board, you're not going to OTK through it, and then you're just going to lose anyway. But anyway, that's off topic. The witness's photograph. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. I told you. Then, I noticed there were 2 people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police. By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field, surrounded by tall cliffs. So you took the photo from that location, eh? I brought the camera I was using at the time. Just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Kingstare, thank you for the follow. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! Ho ho ho! Ho ho! Ho ho! What a cute camera! What a cute camera! Just like its owner. Oh my god. That is a cute camera. I want a cute camera. My camera is not cute. I wonder if I could show you guys my camera. This is a webcam, but I could probably change it to the webcam and then just point it at the regular camera, and then you guys would be able to see my camera. Put stickers on it? Nah. Melissa Foster took the witness's photo with this, a small but powerful model. That looks like a Sony like A5000 or A6700. It definitely looks like a Sony. It doesn't look like a Canon at all. All right then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you will feel the wrath of my gavel. Now we knew it wasn't going to be a lot of heart, Oni, because she was described as delicate. Did you say wildflowers? Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers. But it's only February. Well, I couldn't actually wait for spring to come. Ho-ho! I know how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly. Bruh. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor? Did you just Mickey Mouse that line? Yeah, I did. What about it? What you gonna do about it, Sad Girl Club, huh? You want to fight about it? Was there anything strange about the two of them? Give you a disapproving emoji. I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom. No, not at all. Everyone is like that. Yeah. Melissa Foster literally said I was being a peeping Tom, and the judge said, we've all been there. Let he who has not peeped the Tom throw the first stone. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my god, this judge is insane. What a legend. Holy crap, dude. Alright, I have all my hand traps sorted now. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place. Too much information, Your Honor. How old is Melissa? I think she would be 19 right now. Or 18. She would be 18 or 19, because she should be like a year younger than Edgeworth. In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Check the court record? Sure. 19. Yeah, 1 year younger than Edgeworth. Especially dressed as they were. Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Nah, but to be fair, Pleiades, that I respect. That I respect. Because it's like the reason why I became a teacher is because I hate children. So I totally get that. I'm not going to question that one. Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No. I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just thought maybe you overheard what they said? I would never. I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that. That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. I'm not hunting for fairy godparents. Ugh. No, I really am like Mr. Crocker because my favorite part of the job is getting to give students Fs. Like, when I fill out the grade book, I don't get any satisfaction from giving somebody 100, but I do get satisfaction from giving them a big fat F, dude. Ugh, it feels so good. Like when you look at your student's report card and you see like 64, you're like, yeah. You're like, yeah, I did that. Why did you take a photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just took over. It smells like a lie to me. Yes, I understand completely. Am I the type to give a 99 instead of 100? I mean, if you got a 99, you get a 99. If you get 100, you get 100. I'm not the type to give anything. Like, the grade they get is the grade they get. You know? But I guess maybe what you're trying to ask is, am I one of those like teachers that like doesn't give a perfect score because there's no such thing as perfect work? No, I'm not. I'll give you like, the thing is you have to remember that like most grading is pretty objective. But like if I'm ever grading something objectively, like if it's a 10 out of 10, I'll grade it a 10. Yeah, like a lot of things are pretty set in stone, you know. There's definitely subjectivity when you're grading like an essay or grading like a report. So like that's for sure. But if they adhere to the rubric, then they'll get 100. Like I don't really like I don't think too much of it, you know? Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on. You know, actually, when I was a little girl, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. Like, I always wanted to be a teacher ever since I was like 6 years old. But there was a point in time when I was like ages like 10, 11, 12. Where I wanted to do stand-up. And it's because at the time, my mom and my uncle, her brother, were watching a lot of stand-up comedians and like listening to a lot of stand-up shows on the radio, like on satellite radio. And I would like just listen to them and I was like, oh man, that's so cool. I want to do that. Jokes in my back pocket? No, that's the thing is I don't really tell jokes. I'm more of like a presenter, right? Like I would assume that right now I make some of you guys laugh, right? So, but like, I don't really have like a joke with a punchline. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't think I would be very good at it. You got the Mickey Mouse impression on lock? So he wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. All I could do was use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. Oh. If Terry Falls isn't a criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony. Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers. You're gonna have to come up with something really good, Mia. I forgot to press the last statement. Why are chemists great at solving problems? Because they have all the solutions. You called the police? Yes. Because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape. We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation. That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh? If Terry Falls isn't a criminal... Okay, read that already. Suddenly they just started fighting. That's when I heard and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that I called the police. Okay, so what I'm thinking right now, but I don't think I have a way to show this. If you look at the map, she says she was standing over here. If she's standing by where it says Eagle River, and she takes this picture, that means that Hawthorne was on the side of the bridge that was broken. Which means Hawthorne would have had to have walked onto a broken bridge, and then Mr. Falls would have walked behind her. But if Valerie Hawthorne actually felt like she was in danger, why would she walk ahead onto the bridge and let Falls cover her exit, basically, right? Like, if she legitimately felt like she was in danger, she wouldn't have gone onto the bridge like that. But like I said, I don't think I really have a way to show that using the evidence I have. They haven't said when the bridge broke, no. Frankly, they've made no mention about the bridge being broken either. Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No. Took the photo of the crucial moment, gave it to the police. And right after that, I called the police. Using my camera to take photos of wildflowers. Not yet, Bimbo. Let me just think about it a little bit. Suddenly, they just started fighting. There were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Damn. This has been so hard, dude. I've gone through 3 testimonies in 3 hours. Barely. I think I've only gone to 2. This is the 3rd one, and I haven't finished it yet. I mean, I'm not overcomplicating it. I have no idea. I wish I could say I was overcomplicating it, but I legitimately don't know. I'm not seeing anything, even something simple. Okay. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed there were 2 people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and I took... Who goes to take pictures of flowers on a rainy day? I'm off? Okay, fine. Alright, I'll keep going. Then I noticed there were 2 people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. Okay, but they weren't fighting though. I mean, if you look at this photo, they're not fighting. Did I get the wrong statement again? Yo, I hate it when this game does that, man. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are 2 people facing each other. You testified that you saw the 2 of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay a situation, can he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean. You ran out of film? This photo was the last one. What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself, played among the wildflowers. Oh, so she really was there to take pictures of wildflowers. The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So you took photos of yourself? Is that weird? Is that weird? Don't people take photos of themselves? I remember taking some photos of myself once too. Please, no details. Seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all. Wait, just a minute. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't have very well taken more pictures, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet. Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed. Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. Wait. Same testimony? The victim? Why do you think she tried to run? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal. This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently. Quaggy? Why you? If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river. The heck does quaggy mean? There's still something wrong with this testimony. She only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. Alright, Asparagus, take it easy. Have a good night. Resembling a march. Soggy. Holy crap. Soft and flabby? Damn, dude. So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Well, it's a narrow bridge. And it was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her. That seems to make sense. I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off. Does it now? You've got a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why. If Terry Falls isn't a criminal, there must be something strange. Be careful. Yep. Okay. I gotta keep saving because I'm literally on my last lifeline. Dude, I hate Quagsire. It's like one of my least favorite Pokemon. That thing is so ugly. I cannot stand ugly Pokemon. Victim turned around and tried to run away. Finally, I got it! Witness, your testimony is a joke. You know why it's a joke? Because she has nowhere to run, okay? The bridge is broken. Huh? What? But I just... Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. Oh, Paldean Quagsire is the ugliest. It's so big. It's gross. No, I hate it. Even Vanilla Quagsire is honestly better, but it's like such a low benchmark that it's like, what difference does it make? An F or an F minus, you know? It's still an F. You guys should be used to my bad takes by now. No, I do not like. I never put it on my team, and I had no interest of putting it on my team. My team for Scarlet and Violet was Cyclizar, Meowscarada. Can I unsign the card I signed for you? What else was on my team? Pawmot. Ceruledge. Ceruledge. Vaporeon, Meowscarada, Pawmot, Cyclizar, Ceruledge. What was the last one I said? I said 6, right? What was my team? I had to run a Vaporeon because I needed a water Pokemon, and I don't like any of the Paldean water types. The closest thing I like to a Paldean water type is Palafin. And the problem with running Palafin is like Palafin Paladin mode is so ugly. So if I could have had a Palafin with an ability that didn't transform him, and he was just a dolphin, I would run Palafin. What was my 6 mon? Cyclizar, Meowscarada, Pawmot, Vaporeon, Ceruledge. Oh, Tinkaton. There we go. That was my team for Scarlet and Violet. 1 short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were 2 contradictions? It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. Dude, Mia's face is so smug, but it's like a different smugness than Maya, which I really like. I like how they're sisters, but Maya has her own smugness. Like Maya's smug face is like whereas Mia's smug face is like dead on, and she's just got this big grin like that, you know? According to her testimony, the 2 of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around to try to run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have ran even 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. What does all this mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little white lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court? Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth? Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. What did you say? What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying, I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous. You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. That guy's good. Huh? What do you mean? He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. What? That coward. Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? But it's so hard to go on. We're all on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Okay, running from the crime. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on the top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult. Yes, sir. I'm still a little shaken up. If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished. Don't say that. Oh, well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet. That's what I like to hear. All right, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, please. The contradiction is staring at you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. What do you hate about her, Oni? I figured she'd be your type. She's manipulative. Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on that bridge? Actually, of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy. If you don't mind, I was asking the witness. No need to be so rude. Well, young lady. Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could. Huh. We're one step too slow. And then what did the defendant do after that? You personally witnessed that? Yes. Did anything strange happen when he did that? Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off. You mean this scarf? Her words match what we found at the scene. I see no problem at all. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes. Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that? Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly. Wow, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden? Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us. Why do you say that? Already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains? Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. Oh, is that right by Kurain Village? You know those monks. They just love cold, isolated places. I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse would have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes. And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body? Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform. But as for his face... So you're saying you didn't get a clear look at his face? Wartron, I'm actually out of water. Okay, that was a sip. It was like that was my last sip. Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw. Excellent. You're a remarkably honest young woman. Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what? Hey, kitten. Have you ever put salt in your coffee? No, why would I? Why not? Huh? It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? Listen, my point is, if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence. He's right, Mia. Go present something. You've got nothing to lose. By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well together. Alright, after he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms, carried her over to the car. Oh, once again, I don't know what to do. Right now, I think it's just because I'm tired, because it's already past midnight. But I really want to see if we could just get to a checkpoint Because I feel bad not even getting to a checkpoint in one stream time. But it's just, this case has been so much more difficult than the previous one. I just don't know. Every time we get to a testimony, I have like no idea what I'm going to do. Whereas in the previous case, it's like, as I was reading the testimony, I was already getting ideas of what I could present as evidence and what the contradiction would be. Now I literally like no ideas, like head empty. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Wasn't he in a ball and chain? Carried her to the car. Why not just throw the body over the bridge? I mean, the motive we have right now, or like the motive that the prosecution has posited is that he's getting revenge because Valerie Hawthorne was the witness in the crime that put him on death row. So if your goal is to get revenge on somebody like that, I don't think you really care too much about their body to like pick up their body and like move it over and take care of it. Like, I feel like you would just let it, you would let it fall off the bridge, right? Like, you wouldn't treat it with this reverence of like, you know? But I don't know. But how do I show that? Like, do I just present the profile? Like, how would I show motive, you know? I don't have much else to go by here. I don't know. You couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. I don't know. I mean, why not? He's already on death row. Wait, yeah, he's already on death row. Why can't he just leave the body there? If you get caught, you're getting killed anyway. What difference does it make if you killed somebody else? Right? Like, if you're on death row and you escape jail and you get caught, they're gonna kill you. If you escape from death row and you kill somebody and then you get caught, they're gonna kill you. What difference does it make? If you get caught, you get caught. If anything, wouldn't you be less concerned about the body because you would have to get the hell out of there? Because you're on death row? I guess that's a contradiction. But like, what do I even present to show that? What mention do I don't have any mention here of the river underneath being good at hiding bodies. Like, would I just show the map again? Like that's pretty far-fetched as a contradiction. I don't know. I'm just gonna try something. I should have safe scummed back to the beginning before I blew 2 lifelines for no reason. Just so I wouldn't have to, like, rewind on any singular lifeline. Okay. A killer not wanting his victim to be found, I understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. By the way, I'm going to tell you right now, I would have never gotten that. I would have never gotten that. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. I would never have thought to use the map on that statement. Ever. I would have been, if before Google, I would have just been trial and error. Would have been on this, I would have been on this case like trial and error. Because I would have never, like, considered that. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. I don't even remember him saying that. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ah. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above Eagle River, you can bet your boot that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. Order, order, order! I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit it does seem odd to not have thrown the body into the river. Oh. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Ugh. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who is he talking about? All right, I'll do my best. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got into the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police. And so that's when you called the police? You're sure you saw all that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain. Bro, wasn't she behind this cliff? Well, Miss Foster, looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there? You're saying you saw that, right? With your own very eyes? Yes, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is clearly more like a cliff. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but still you claim to have been able to see the killer's car? No. Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of this ballyho? Ballyho? Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escape fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Oh. Mr. Judge? What is it? I think I must have remembered things wrong. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that. Miss Faye, no one on the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human. To forgive, divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair. Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando. Don't look back until the trial is over. Now's the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. So tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk? Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're gonna have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness? Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain that they were scratch marks from when he broke into it. What? Let me see that photo. Okay, but how do you... Yo, scratch marks? Like, that's so specific for someone who didn't even see the scene of the crime. It's true, these certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken up. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistake here. Claw marks on the trunk. Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally. I finally got her. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. And perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... Okay, it's definitely not she happened to be passing by. That's for sure. She put the corpse in herself. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. I think it's her car. Because the stolen car actually belonged to her. That is why she knew about the scratches. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? Frankly, Your Honor, after hearing a pathetic response like that, I have to question whether such a pathetic lawyer should even exist. I guess I messed up. My thing was, her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, and the officer's name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I don't know. So I figured, like, I don't know. Did you hear that, Miss Faye? I believe Mr. Edgeworth just called you a knucklehead. Sheesh. Isn't that how we're doing things a little bit? Ah. Goddamn. Ugh. I think this is the most game overs I've gotten in a single case, and it's only day 1, dude. All right, well, that leaves only one logical. She put the corpse in there herself. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Yes, what is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used a car key. There was no need to break it open. That's what I've been saying from the start. That's what I said when we first saw the scratch marks on the lock of the trunk. It's like, why didn't he just press the trunk release button inside the car? Why break into it when you already stole the car to begin with? But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Okay, I don't think they mentioned that. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. Yes, they do. My car, you press the button at the next to the steering wheel and the trunk pops open. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. No. Preposterous. To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know at the time that she was taking photographs. Yeah, but she said her camera has a timer. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this camera may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. My favorite jam is Rourke Jam. Has a timer function. What's up, Nibian? Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? Oh, thank you, Wartrons. It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Mrs. Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field. Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? And answering that question will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Oh, come on, man. I'm getting really tired of this case. No, I'm not enjoying this one at all. Cause like all of the things they want you to say are like, they're so obtuse. Like it's not entertaining. When it feels like you're just playing trial and error, the case loses all of its entertainment value. I don't know, man. Where was she? By the car? In the spot where the defendant's car was? Yes, she had to put the body in the trunk before the defendant returned. I got it right? I was just being stupid. You don't mind if I ask one teeny weeny question, do you, Miss Faye? Oh. That must mean that Valerie Hawthorne was already dead at that point, correct? Indeed. Please take a look at the top of Dusky Bridge. Oh. Ambi, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Also, what's up, Blue Note? Certainly looks to me like the victim's still alive. Wait, what? I gotta be, I don't even know why that's wrong. I don't even know. Yeah, this case is so whack, dude. Where was Melissa Foster when the murder happened? I don't know. But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Yeah, because she stabbed her, right? Order, order, order. What on earth, Your Honor, if I may? After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. This would mean there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. What? It's not even anime. What? You guys are just coping. What? I have no idea what's going on. How asinine, of course, Mr. Falls met with the victim. Only person with the opportunity to put the victim in the trunk. I thought he drove away. Person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. 2 buttons above the belt, 2 buttons below the belt. 4 buttons above the belt. I said this like 2 hours ago. But it's like the story's good. The story's good and I'm invested in the story. But the way the gameplay part of this story has been handled has been like terrible. This is my least favorite gameplay so far. Like I don't really remember Ace Attorney 1 and 2 too much to like say if it's the worst one in the series, but definitely the worst case of the third game by far. Easily the worst case of the third game by far. Like this is just dumb. It's your own witness. It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You're making this up as you go along. Where's your proof? I've got it all from here. This piece of evidence will blow his case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. He asked her to wear a white scarf. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely the white scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what have you had to say, Melissa Foster? Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk, disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit. To wait for Miss Foster to compose herself. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Very well, the court is in recess. Ah, finally. That was painful. Alright, chat, I'm gonna send you guys over to somebody else. I'm tired, and that was not a very enjoyable case, unfortunately. Alright, let's see. Okay.
Raiders, hello.
I was just about to raid this person. Alright. Raid. Okay. Everybody have a good night. Or a good rest of your day, depending on where you're from. I am very tired. I'm just gonna go. Wednesdays we wear pink. I'm glad you finally noticed, Postnut. Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, I'm going to Los Angeles this weekend to visit my mom. So the next stream will be on Tuesday, which is the day I come back. And it's gonna be an RCS. So I'm hosting a tournament on election day. You can tell my brain is sluggish right now. I'm hosting a tournament on election day. It's going to be using a custom ban list. It'll be Heart of the Underdog format, meaning that I will ban all of the meta relevant cards so that people are encouraged to play rogue decks. If you would like to participate in that, please join my Discord server. You can find details of it there. I'll also be making a Twitter post about it either tomorrow after school or on November 1st. Once I have the ban list finalized. But yeah, ! socials gets you the link to all that. Twitter, Discord, and YouTube. Okay? All right, everybody. Have a good night. We're going to raid Mikan. Wish her a fantastic stream, and I will see you all next time, okay? See you all next week. Every single one of you have a fantastic weekend. See you all next time. I know I'll have a good weekend. At least I'll try to. Okay? All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Raid. Start. All right. Mwah. 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 3, 2, 1. Oh, no, I gotta do the finger wag like Edgeworth. No, 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 no.